All right, so in this video, we actually stopped that last Google Hangout. I want to show you guys some of the other features of it. So I want to show you the Showcase app and the Q&A app as well. So what you want to do, and again, this is another simple way to start a Hangout, is just go to plus, and once you're signed into your Google account, go to plus.google.com/hangouts/on air. So that's plus.google.com/hangouts /on air, and then create a hangout on air, and you could set it to a later date. So I'm going to, testing Google Hangouts on air. This is a test of the Google Hangout system. Enjoy. All right, and then we're going to set it to later, and we're going to say that we're going to do this hangout, let's say on the 26th, and we're going to do this hangout at, let's say, 4 o'clock p.m. our time. It's going to be a 30-minute event. You could set it to 1 hour. You can set it however long you want it to go. And we're going to make that a public event. And I'm going to click on share there. And then now that is going to load up. So you can choose turn on questions from right here. That's going to enable the questions app for you. So we just did that. So notice that now the question app is enabled. We can turn on the Showcase app, which means during our presentation that goes live, we're going to actually be able to engage with our audience and actually show them links to our content as well. So we can turn on the applause feature as well. So that means as you're giving content, if people like it, they could applause. That may get annoying for you, so you could actually turn that off. You can also go here, and this is another cool feature. If you really want to draw people in and you want to do a real short video for YouTube that actually gets people excited about what they're about to see with your presentation, you could actually have a teaser or a trailer for your Google Hangout session and link to it direct from there. So that's another thing. So again, it's simply going to plus.google.com/hangouts/on air and creating your Google Hangout event. And then you can do all kinds of things like start the event. You can do the trailer, the Q&A. You can add in the Showcase app, which allows you to do links and those types of things. Once you've actually set those, then you've got your link up here. This is the link you're going to share with people to start your event or to get people signed up for your event, let people know about it. You can send an email to your list. You can post on your social media channels. Many different things you can do with that. So I'm actually going to just start this Hangout. I'm starting it, a little bit early here, but I'm just going to start this Google Hangout there. And there I am there. So you notice up here I've got my camera on and all that as well. So I'm going to turn the camera off. You're going to notice up here a couple of other settings that I forgot to mention in the previous video, and that is the settings here. So this is going to show what webcam you're going to use. Now I'm using the built-in one on my computer, but if you had another headset, Logitech makes a really good webcam as well. You could actually have that plugged into your computer, and you could select that webcam from there. For your microphone, you can choose. I use a Logitech USB headset, so you could choose to use that. Or you can go default, which is just going to default to the one on your computer. Communications, that would be what you hear. So that would be what kind of speakers. Do you want it to be your headset? Do you want it to come through your computer? Generally, you want it to come through a headset, or you want it to come through earphones that might be plugged in, because you don't want to have that reverb. You don't want to have it coming back, or at least make sure your speakers are muted. You can play a test sound here as well, then hit save, and that's going to save your settings for you. So right here we've got this set as off air because this was actually a scheduled one. But if we were to come over here, you've got your different settings as well once we go live. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave this particular call. We're going to create another Hangout session here. So plus.google.com/hangouts/on air. And we're going to create a Hangout that's live now. Live now. Enjoy this special live Hangout. Click on share here. And now we've made our content live. It's going to be a live one, so we should be able to start it up here. But I did want to make sure that you were able to see that feature. So we can invite people or just click on skip there. I'm going to turn off my camera. Since we are going live, notice the status symbol down there. It's slowly telling me that it's getting everything queued up and loaded up for us. So you'll give that just a little bit, just a few moments to load itself up. And you can see a couple of the other features I wanted to show you when you're live. So to start your broadcast, you just click on Start. It's going to ask you again if you want to go live. It is going to let you know this Hangout on air is live, so you know whatever you do from this point on is now live. You've got your chat window over here, that's in the top left. So you could say, welcome to this special Hangout session. All right, there it goes. Boom. You can. This would be a spot where your customers or people that are engaged with you could ask questions. People that are watching the content, they can ask questions. You've got the Q&A app. The Q&A and Showcase app won't be enabled for this particular one, although it does look like they are enabled now because we went through that last process. So you can add an item from a website if you had it there. You could show that item there. So I'm going to go paulcounts.com, and you could showcase a particular item if you wanted to as well. So you could showcase, like, it's going to pull in content from my site, and if you had like an e-commerce site, you could showcase that content here. But for now, we're just going to say no to that. We've got our Q&A app here, so ask your audience questions and they will appear here. So this would be a chance to ask your audience, about submitting questions to you, or you could just use the chat window. That's going to be the easiest way to go. You can also use Google Effects here, and so that's an app that I installed, and so this is just more silly stuff you can do. You could add a hat to yourself and just click on that, and you can do some crazy stuff to add like different characteristics to yourself. Now that is completely up to you if you decide to go and use that. You can go to different backgrounds for your Hangout sessions. That means people watching it might see that you're on a beach with a different background. You could add applause right here. You could add crickets. You could have some fun with it as well. So there's a lot of cool things you can do here with Google Hangouts under the effects feature, but mostly the most important thing to know is the screen sharing feature, and then be able to know that you can click here and be off of the screen sharing feature so that you can go back to doing your presentation. So the most important thing is have good content, be consistent when you do these sessions, because once you're done with them, they're going to automatically upload to YouTube for you. Then you can go into your YouTube manager, change the title around so it fits better. But this is a perfect way to get in front of your audience and get them, really understanding who you are, get them to know, like, and trust you. I don't care who you are. The best thing you can do for your business is to be consistent with content, and Google Hangouts gives you that ability to really connect with your audience. It does not require expensive tools. And yes, there are programs like Webinar Jam. They definitely help you, register your guests and those types of things, and that's very valuable. But if you're just starting out wanting to get used to it, you can use Google Hangouts scheduling feature like we showed you, start up your own event live on a whim, all kinds of things you can do with it. So I love Google Hangouts, and I know you will too once you start to use it more for your business. And when you're done with your Hangout, just choose Stop Broadcast. Stop broadcast here, and then it's going to automatically stop that broadcast. So notice it's doing its thing to stop it, and it's ready to go. So broadcast has been terminated, and there you go. That's how you use Google Hangouts. Hopefully this was beneficial for you, and we'll see you guys on the next videos on using Google tools to grow your business.